Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater Soundcheck. This time out, a single unit that can create a stereo image from your stereo instruments. Let's get started. Today we're checking out the Spacestation XL, a larger version of Aspen Pittman Design's very popular space station speaker units. The Spacestation XL features Aspen Pittman Design's patented CPS or center point stereo technology. This allows this single speaker unit to create a stereo image that stays consistent no matter where you are in the room. This is a much easier solution than carrying two separate amplifiers, which provide a great stereo image on stage, but don't give you much stereo out in the actual listening space. With the center point stereo design speaker unit, you get that consistent stereo no matter where you are in a room, and in fact, you can even hear stereo around the corners. Let's take a look at how this works. The patented center point stereo technology utilizes 4 speakers inside this single cabinet. We have 700 watts of power here, and then we have a 12-inch Eminence woofer and a coaxial 1-inch titanium mid-range driver. Those two drivers are providing the center or the front-facing output from the speaker cabinet. Then we have a dipole speaker arrangement. We have 2 6.5-inch Eminence speakers on the sides, one down here and one on the opposite side, and those are set up for opposite polarity. When you combine those along with those front-facing speakers, you effectively get the same thing as we utilize in Pro Audio for recording, called mid-side processing. So we have middle plus right and middle plus left, and it decodes in the air to give you that consistent, widespread stereo image no matter where you are in the room. With the Spacestation XL, we have plenty of power for keeping up with a drummer, for filling a larger space. If you need to drive a bigger system, we also have left and right outputs on the back panel, as well as a subwoofer output, so you can route this into your front of house mains as well. The controls on the Spacestation XL are very basic. We have 2 stereo inputs, channel 1 and channel 2, and each of those can have either -10 or +4 sensitivity. We have our master volume control for the 2 inputs. We have a high Q control, which controls that titanium driver that's coaxially mounted into the Eminence 12-inch speaker. Finally, we have a width control, which sets the level for those dipole speakers, the left and right facing speakers. And this allows us to adjust the level of those speakers. Correspondingly, that sets the amount of stereo imaging, or how wide the stereo imaging is going to be within the room. This is a very useful control because different rooms respond differently to the sound coming out of the sides of the amplifier. If it's a very reflective room, you might want to adjust the width, and if it's a more absorbent room, you want to bring more width into it, so again, you maintain that wide, consistent stereo image. The Spacestation XL stereo inputs can accept signal from any instrument that puts out stereo signals. So a keyboard that has a stereo grand piano or a stereo organ with a Leslie speaker is going to perform very well through the Spacestation XL. It also works great for guitar modelers. I've got a Helix LT here that I did some playing through it. With chorus and with a reverb, you get a nice, wide, spacious effect. Again, all coming from just one speaker. Very convenient and very portable. The frequency range of the Spacestation XL goes from 50 Hz up to 20 kHz, so there's plenty of bandwidth there for, again, a full-range instrument like grand piano, and it's also going to work great with guitars, even if you're using an octave divider to create an octave below. We can put out up to 116 dB, so there's plenty of level here for keeping up with even a loud band in a bigger room. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the Spacestation XL from Aspen Pittman Designs. The centerpoint stereo technology works so well with stereo instruments and stereo guitar modelers for creating a stereo image all throughout the room. It's a great solution for stereo with just a single amplifier. Thanks for joining me for Sweetwater Soundcheck. I'm Mitch Gallagher.
Yeah.